Hi there, welcome to Training Tuesday. This is our Training Tuesday from Muskoka. So, Adelaide here is giving a great example of how much she loves these items. These are socks, paper towel or tissue, Adelaide, ready? And treats that I have in my pouch here. So today we're going to be working on leave it. Adelaide, leave it. So as you can see, this is a helpful tool to use if your dog gets a hold of something or is trying to get a hold of something that they shouldn't, because sometimes our poor little pups don't know what's good for them. So starting with step one, leave it with just treats. I've got a handful of treats in my left hand, and I'm going to throw just one so she can see, hello, Adelaide. And I'm going to cover it and say, leave it. Ready? Okay. Adelaide. First, I'm going to ask her for a polite sit. Sit. Okay. And then you cover it and say, leave it. Yes, good girl. Treat her for not taking it, but don't use that treat. All right, let's try this again. Ready? Adelaide, leave it. Yes, good girl. She looked to me. We made eye contact, which is amazing, and she didn't go for that treat. She still wants it though. Leave it. Yes, good girl. Good girl. So you want a treat from a different source so she knows that she's not supposed to go get that treat. We're going to try it one more time. Ready? Leave it. So you can warm up to this without having to cover it. That's just the start, because it's very appetizing, especially when you throw something that looks like a toy, especially for Adelaide. It makes it a fun game. So this is testing her patience as well. This is step two. So we're upping her treat. This is a paper towel, but a Kleenex or tissue works for Adelaide really well because she loves to tear them apart. So we're gonna draw her attention to this. And again, prepare by having treats in your left or right hand, whichever side the dog is away from, just so you can hide it better. And of course, we are on a roof here up north and lots of bugs are flying around. Adelaide is very mesmerized by these bugs. So know that we're doing this and there are distractions. So it's extra challenging. All right, Adelaide, look here. Ready? Leave it. I mean, that's pretty good. Good job. I mean, that's pretty amazing. She usually would just go for it and eat it, but she didn't even move. That's lovely. And she's not even bothered with it now. I'm just going to continue to treat her because she's doing a great job. Leave it. Doing a great job leaving it. So, good girl. How about if I throw it on the other side? Leave it. Good girl. She looked right at me. We made eye contact. That was really, really great. You might even want to play around with it and test her. Adelaide, look at me. Yes. Try and look at me, which we've practiced that it means when she makes eye contact with you, that's when you give her a treat. Adelaide, look at me. You have to make sure she's not looking at the treats and she's looking right at you. Yes, good girl. Okay, I'm gonna improv here with a scrunchie because she loves scrunchies. Let's try this. Leave it, Adelaide. Failed at that one. Ready? Adelaide, look at me. She made eye contact. She's even sitting. That was nice and polite. Okay. We're gonna try take two with this scrunchie. Ready, Adelaide? Leave it. Yes, good girl. She knows to leave it and she gets a treat. Good girl. I'm just gonna treat her again because she's being so good here and patient. She's looking at the scrunchie, but she's not going for it. This is really great. Adelaide, look at me. I got one more look at me. That was amazing. Good job, sweetie. And she's not even coming to get it when I put it back on my wrist. Good work. So this is building up her stamina to be able to do it for lots of different items. Let's move on to our very last item here. Socks. This is our third step here. Having one of her absolutely favorite items that she can't get enough of, as you can see, socks. And now she's even going for my scrunchie. So she's very clearly gotten excited here by these items. And I have tissue and treats in my pouch here. So this is just an overload for her right now. Okay, here we go. I don't know how this is gonna go. We're just gonna try. Sock. One sock. Leave it. Yes, good girl. Gonna make it even harder. It's gonna be closer to her, and now there's more than one item. Here we go. Leave it. Yes, good girl. So this is a really important one to practice for Adelaide because she really struggles with socks and any kind of clothing material like that. See, over time, Adelaide, leave it. Yes, good girl. She went to go bite it, and I anticipated that, so I was able to stop her in time. Of course, you can't always be there for your dog before they're about to get into something, so just trying your best to avoid those problems and prevent it ahead of time is great. But in the moment, if you catch them and they're just about to do something, saying leave it can save you. Maybe it's a piece of chocolate. Maybe it's something dangerous if they're about to eat a bee. Something you want to avoid. It's really important to be practicing behaviors like this. So I hope you enjoyed. And Adelaide, leave it. As you can see, she left it. Good job. But she still sniffed it. So she wasn't biting it, but she sniffed it. So in that case, I might have said, look at me. Yes, to draw her away from the sock one more time. Okay, I'm gonna try this. Let's try it one more time. Leave it. Yes, good girl. Let's just make this super hard for her, okay? Expert mode. Leave it. Yes. More treats. Leave it. Let's throw more treats. Leave it. Adelaide. Okay, she got one, but that was kind of my fault. Adelaide, leave it. Leave it. Yes, good girl. So again, sometimes when we throw treats, she does eat them. Leave it as part of training, so it might be confusing her right now to not eat it. But that's okay. Because then you just go back to the beginning, the basic, leave it. I was too slow. Go back to the basics, and you cover it and say leave it. Leave it. Good girl, yes. So, all in all, I think Adelaide did a really great job today with leave it. And this is something that we continuously practice. So, it's not something she's gonna ace every time. As you can see, she really wants this tissue right now. Sit. Yes. So sometimes if leave it doesn't work, asking for a sit or look at me, making eye contact is a really great tool to use in between if leave it is not working at a distance. So hope you enjoyed, and let us know if you have any questions. Thanks so much. Good job, sweetie. Good job, sweetie.